Right. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin Muhammadin sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Alhamdulilladzi hadana li hadza wa ma kunna linahtadiya laula an hadanallah. Alhamdulillah, we praise Allah for guiding us to Islam. Yeah. For giving us the time to prepare for the day of judgment, which will be coming very soon. The signs are already up. Time is passing so fast. Now we are already at the end of the Gregorian year. We are 3 months towards Ramadan. Yeah. So the question is whether we have prepared for the day of judgment. Yasin, have you prepared? It's the day of judgment. You went to Umrah, alhamdulillah, right? How was your experience? Enchanting. Okay. So does it bring you more closer to Allah?
Also, yeah.
Alhamdulillah. No, you can't feel it, isn't it true?
Also.
Okay, that's not my answer. All right, but alhamdulillah, may Allah invite all of us, yeah, to this blessed place of Mecca and Medina. Today's topic is a long topic. Basically, it is about the fundamentals of the Salah, which, well, when I had lessons with the sisters.
How did that go?
Alhamdulillah.
Did you get
Yeah, I'm surprised that it's quite a lot of basic questions that were asked. That means, alhamdulillah, it serves to remind all of us about this Salah, right? Now, the Salah is so important that it will be the first question to be asked on the Day of Judgment, agreed? So that means all of us must actually try to improve ourselves. I myself, I have changed quite a bit of things because, like it or not, sometimes the ones who taught you made a mistake, or perhaps it's human, right? Because the Prophet is not here. So perhaps when we were taught, what's that?
I just love doing it. It's my favorite thing. It's my favorite thing that I see people do.
It's because you're insulting the Asians.
No, maybe.
Only Asians do that.
I thought it was just the subcontinent.
Okay, so yeah, so as I say, especially in my generation, right? The older generations who taught me, they got the books from Indonesia, right? And it's only books. There's no social media. There's no, all Bukhari Muslim are not online. Everything got to be purchased. Yeah. So, and that way things might change, right? As I said before, yes.
So where did you study Islam?
Where? Through my parents. With my parents. You heard about my great-grandfather, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so all through the generations, alhamdulillah. Even this is my mother's side, my father's side, my grandfather in Vietnam was the imam of the mosque. So yeah, 2 generations, alhamdulillah, from Allah.
I thought there's only like, I know there's not a lot of Muslims in Vietnam, but I know isn't there a lot of Shia in Vietnam?
Astaghfirullah. No.
I heard that, I swear.
No.
Maybe it's Thailand.
It's not Pakistan. Sorry guys. Okay, so alhamdulillah, good to see you. Alhamdulillah. Right? Where was I?
Innovation. Your parents taught you.
No, it's just this question.
So things that you've changed in your Salah.
Yeah. So
and the books. Okay.
So very important, brothers. Right? When you found new things that is more authentic, you need to change. We discussed with the sisters, for example, the adhan on the baby. Right? It was practiced on most, if not all, of the people who had babies. They did the adhan on the ear. Right? So Ibn Uthaymin rahimullah was commenting about the adhan, right? Meaning that the adhan, he did the adhan before on the baby's ear, and then he did all this research over the chains and narrations that it turns out to be not authentic. So he stopped, right? So, and he's not stubborn enough or not too much ego to say, oh, actually, no, right? But I did some things that may be a mistake because it was generally thought that it was true. Then if it's not, I just result, man, sorry, it's not true. And there's nothing to be ashamed about. Remember that the stories of the, I used to tell people about the stories of the spider web.
And the bird's nest.
And the bird's nest, right? In the time of the migration, yeah, of Prophet to Medina, he hid in this cave with Abu Bakr, right? All the major books, I'm not minor books, major books were telling stories about the spider webs, or spiders were helping him to hide, to be hidden.
That's why we didn't kill. My mom told me don't kill spiders.
Yeah. All these things. It turned out that the story is completely not true.
Completely.
I raised up my hand, but from you guys,
Storytellers,
the Egyptians and all this,
1001 Nights,
right? Yes.
Well, the thing is, the cave is true.
Yes, of course.
But the spider element of the
that stories about spiders and even pigeons and all this are not true. So all I'm trying to say, even though you heard from many sources, but when you found out from the reliable source it's not true, you do need to not stick to your gun, but to change according to the current information. We are humans. How I wish we were Prophet last time, right? With this WhatsApp and then Assalamualaikum Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Do you think it's true? Can you please verify this is true? Is it good hadith or not? Is it sahih or not? I wish is there, but it's not. So we just have to have the knowledge that we have as best as we can. Ask Allah to guide us. Ask Allah to grant us furqan, with differentiate between truth and false, right? And do our best.
Have you ever heard the story of Imam Malik when he was teaching like about wudu, and he said that like the wiping of between the toes or he was like, that's not necessary. And then after the class, one of the students said like, I heard this hadith from so and so, and then he told him the chain of narrations, and he said, oh, I wasn't aware of this, and then he rectified it in the next class. And said it was
because you have to understand, right? All these, especially the imams of the four madhab. What are the four madhab?
Chef, we're really sorry. This man took 20 minutes to put on his shoes. I said, why are you doing that for? He said he went to put. He said he was doing the 3 colours on each of his shoes.
No, he's trying to see whether.
I was sitting outside his house for 20 minutes.
He was trying to follow the hadith. There's a Parmesan you used to see whether there's scorpion inside. No, the scorpion. There's scorpions inside.
There is no scorpion.
There's scorpion inside your shoes. Salah he used to see whether there's scorpion inside the shoes. This is a hadith.
Just 20 minutes.
Anyway, thanks for interrupting the class.
Hanafi, Maliki, Shafi, and
yeah, so there are 4 madhab, right? You have to know the imams are like you guys, in the sense that not every time they attend the classes of the shuyukhs and all this, correct? So some, because perhaps they're doing da'wah and all this, right? They don't attend classes. That doesn't mean, so that when they don't attend classes, it's not like now, right? We have all this YouTube and I can download and you can just follow it. There's nothing at all. You miss means, well, you lose means you snooze, right? You miss a class, it means you don't have that vital knowledge. So perhaps they might miss some things. So same thing as some other things as you said, right? Perhaps Imam Malik wasn't able, attending aware because he didn't attend all these classes.
So they couldn't just go to the Bukhari Muslim.
No, there's no books. There's no.
There's some of these books, but no.
Yeah. Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.
Yeah, I just read about can we join or like we have to do something? I just read about some Islamic gathering out there.
It's either here or upstairs after you want to go. There are 2 classes. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about salah itself, right? What did Prophet say? Sallu kama ra'aytumuni usalli. Pray as if you see me pray. Right? Pray not as if he didn't say pray as if you see your parents pray or your shuyukhs pray. Pray as if you see me pray. Now that's very important. That means it's not, because at the end of the day, whether you're from Algeria, from Egypt, from half Afghan, half English, correct? Or from American, from Poland, from England, from Yemen / Saudi, and from Indonesia, the prayer should be similar. It should be, right? It cannot be vastly different. Yeah, but as it is, you can see some people are doing doing completely different, and we have to take note about this. Yeah. Now, what are the reasons for the vast differences? Because people are doing innovations, like it or not, right? Some of the Indonesians, just kidding. Right?
He's quick.
When before they pray, they would do the intention loudly, and I did sent out some things today, right, on the chat group, right, about intentions, right?
Imam Shafi said.
Yeah, so always remember, even though you may be sticking to your guns, I'm following the imam, one imams and all this, but all the imams had said, and you and I have read about this. If you find a hadith that is more authentic, what happened?
That is your
That is the our madhab, right? So you do need to vary your practice, right? When you know that there is a more authentic opinions. So, for example, in relation to raising up the hands, and I've done research on this, right? The Asians, i.e., the Hanafis, right, will always, for example, do the raising up the hands only at the beginning part, Allahu Akbar, and the rest they don't raise up the hands. But if you do look at many other amazing opinions which is more authentic, they will raise up their hands on 4 movements. When you start at the beginning, you do your ruku' and Sami Allahu liman hamidah, and then when you stand up from your tashahhud, yeah, and they do this. So, and I've always told my students that if you do not stick to whatever things you believe just because everybody's doing it, you must know about the narrations, even for the sisters, right? The sisters, again, from the Asian side, they do not cover their feet, right? But majority, everybody, even Sheikh Ibn Taymiyyah rahimullah and all the Thami rahimullah, and they will always say that feet must be covered, it's part of the aura. Always they will say this. So you knowing that all these big sheikhs were saying this, surely you may want to change your mind regarding not covering your feet.
I was in a class once downstairs with Sheikh Mohammed, and I think some Pakistani or Indian woman asked that quite, like, she was like, I've been to Umrah and I saw there's many people that don't have their feet covered. Yes. And the Sheikh just said, so just because people do something, does that mean that it's halal, or does that mean halal?
That means allowed, right? For example, we discussed before about the sunnah prayer before Jum'ah, right? We know that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ has never done sunnah except the Tahiyatul Masjid, right? And yet you can see in this mosque, in your mosque, surely, especially the Asian mosque, right? After the first adhan, everybody will set up to do the sunnah prayer, even though they have done the Tahiyatul Masjid, yeah? So all this doesn't mean everybody doesn't mean they are correct, agreed? So we do have to be very prudent and very careful with what we are following. Now the question now was, what are the factors that lead to all these differences, which some may not be correct? First of all, knowledge, right? Now, knowledge is very important, that all of us must continuously seek knowledge. Even the shuyukhs are always seeking knowledge, and they will always correct themselves about, okay, actually it wasn't right and all this, right? So all of us must follow the same manhaj, the correct way to learn things, right, and apply it accordingly, inshallah. Knowledge is very important. Secondly, blind following. Taqlid, yeah. So taqlid is good when you have completely no knowledge, to a certain extent. But now we have all these, alhamdulillah, these internet and all this. You have your own good classes that you may attend to these different shuyukhs, and they're, alhamdulillah, they're coming to London from. I'm not talking about the Americans, right? You know who I'm talking about, right?
Mufti Mek.
Not Mufti Mek.
Umar Sulaiman.
Umar Sulaiman and all these Yasir Qadi and all these. Yes. So do be careful, right? But I'm talking about legitimate, good scholars. Yeah. Culture plays a very important part to ruin your deen. Agreed? Right? So do be careful, right? Because especially in Salah, right, you are following the cultures. So for example, the Indonesians, right? One part, not all, of course, it's a very few minority that they pray the Tarawih in 7 minutes, right? Yes, right? So completely, would the prayer be accepted in 7 minutes?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
No, because the hadith is very clear. Prophet Muhammad was asking this person to repeat the prayers again and again. Right? Again, we're going to talk about later the fundamentals of the prayer. Shaitan loves for people to innovate. It's one of the traps of shaitan. The first trap of shaitan would be shirk. Second one, innovations. Because innovation is something in which shirk is now doing sins. If I steal or tell lies or backbite, I know I did wrong. I know and I feel so bad. But innovation is something in which, subhanAllah, pray Tarawih, 7 minutes, alhamdulillah, right? Following the traditions of 100 years, right? Surely Allah accept my deeds, right? So you do not feel it, yeah? So shaitan, so these are third innovations, yeah? The third traps of shaitan, major sins. Fourth is minor sins. Fifth one,
do good deeds, but like
when you prioritize the not less important deed than the
wrong
important
with
deeds.
yeah.
Yes.
Play too much video games.
Well, it's not good deeds.
Well, it's not good deeds.
Unless
No,
it's
like,
no, but Americans for them
like,
are good
you
deeds.
missed a lot. Okay, maybe to Americans, yeah.
Yeah. So, for example, in Ramadan last 10 nights, you are supposed to catch up quickly, go to the mosque, right, for the Laylatul Qadr. But Egyptians, Algerians, all these, Indonesians, sometimes they would go to have an iftar party still, right? Invite all the family members, come. By the time majority will almost miss the Maghrib prayer, right? So all this is not important as for that moment of time. It's important at other part to enjoy times of kinship, but at the point of time you do need to quickly rush to the mosque, inshallah, right? The next one, number 6,
I can find it.
to do things that are allowed but
That's
leads
what
to
I
wasting
meant.
of time,
Yeah.
like watching Liverpool
Yes.
all the time.
Destroy
Tomorrow
the-
4 o'clock. Remember, we have our talk tomorrow, right? Big games, menu, right?
We can watch
Um,
it, Sheikh. Is it alright to watch it tomorrow?
Sorry,
We can watch it in the gathering tomorrow.
Show.
this is gathering of angels, inshallah, not shayateen, right? So this is important, right? To not waste time. Yes.
How many comments, man?
Sorry.
How many comments?
I don't know. A lot of people. I think at least 50.
What brothers and
50?
or
Yeah.
brothers?
In the house.
No, it's separate house. Yes. It's,
Allah.
In the house as well.
Yeah.
50 people in the house.
with Allah's will. Yes.
50.
So he wants to know, are we going into your garden? If I told him about your garden.
No, not you guys. The sisters will go to gardens
Why?
You're going to leave him in the
because they're
rain?
special. Sorry. Sorry.
You're cold.
It's not raining tomorrow, inshallah.
Yeah.
It's not raining tomorrow. I made a pact with Allah, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Make dua.
You mean the sisters are more important than us?
Of course. Because my wife is there. She's more important. She's gonna kill me.
Because tomorrow it's going to rain.
No, it's not, inshallah. No. La, no.
It's the forecast. Remember, things change overnight.
Inshallah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's continue, right? So these are the traps of shaitan which all of us must be aware of, inshallah. Right? No. Upstairs. Okay, number 5, companions. If you mix with the wrong companions, you mix with the Shia, you will be like the Shia. If you mix with the Sufi, you will be Sufi. Agree? Of course, right? So you need to choose your companions wisely, yes, so that you're able to pray in the best of manners, inshallah, right? Now, so there are many of the Sunnah prayers that, there are many prayers, parts of the prayers that we do need to ensure that we follow them accordingly. I've divided into 3 parts, right? The pillar of the prayer, the obligatory part of the prayer, and the sunnah of the prayer, right? So don't get confused. Don't ask me about other things first, because that will come later. The first part is the pillar of the prayer, in which if you do not do this, your prayer will be invalid and you must repeat the prayer again. That was why in the hadith where Prophet Muhammad was asking the person to repeat the prayer again, right? It was because his bones were not in the rest position and he moved. Just because of that, the whole prayer won't be accepted. Yeah, you can see later in Maghrib prayer, right? Some people are doing that exactly when they do the Sunnah prayer, especially. Yeah, they're doing moving it too fast. The first feel of the prayer will be standing, not standing.
Making intention before that.
No, standing.
Okay.
Yeah, intention is later, right? But standing, right? If you are you do not have any reasons, you must stand. For example, if I'm in a flight on a plane, or I'm in a bus that I have no control, or I'm in a train that I have no control, I can pray sitting
So
down.
you broke your leg.
Second is the health.
Yeah.
Right? The health, if you have conditions that you cannot stand up, then you can pray sit or lying down. Always remember, if you pray in that conditions, that let's say you're praying sitting down, your reward is also half. If you're praying lying down, your reward is 1/4. Yeah, yes.
But that's even if you're sitting out of necessity, you have no other option, still it's half.
Yes.
How about for a sunnah prayer? Do I have to stand up?
Sunnah, no.
No.
Yeah, but that reward will also be half, right? But this is basically obligatory prayers. Yes.
You still have to face the Qibla.
What?
Follow the direction.
It is as best as you can, but that is not part of the pillar. So don't go. I'm just talking about the pillar. That Qibla and all this, right? I'm sure you know, right? If you do not know where it is, just pray anyway. Yeah, but I'm sure if you look at the Google map, you know the road is here.
You know the
this is
sunrises
there.
and sunsets. You
If
should
it's
start
on the
these.
train, and the train stops.
Oh, doesn't matter. Yeah,
That's fine.
that's fine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you do not need to.
You like turning, like as the train starts, next time you're like.
Yeah, don't. Right. Second one is the takbiratul ihram, the opening takbir. Allahu Akbar. Right. You think it's easy, but you can see a lot of people, especially when they miss the jama'ah, that means the imam is in sujud or in ruku', they just say Allahu Akbar and they just go on join. You need to say two Allahu Akbar. The first Allahu Akbar is the beginning one, which is the pillar of this prayer. Second one is Allahu Akbar is to join the position of the imam.
Also,
Understand?
is it not?
Are you clear? Do you follow me? If you don't follow, please let me know. Okay? Yes.
Does it include the hand movement, or is it just the...
No, don't confuse that. That is later stage. This is just the position of just to be in the ihram. Yeah.
No, but I mean for just to... Just
Yeah, so you shot later.
So the hand movement is not a pillar. This Allahu Akbar is the pillar. The takbir. That's why the word is takbirat ihram. It doesn't include the hand. Okay? You understand? You understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So this is just the word Allahu Akbar.
So now, it's not also recommended so like so you're showing up to prayer late, and they're in like records to do. You should say it silently. I've heard that rap. There's a saying of you don't want to confuse people that are down. Like they might think the imam said it or something like that. Like so you should say it quiet, like
Yes, I mean not too loud. Of course.
Sometimes people come into prayer and they're just like they want to like announce that they've like that they're after prayer. They're like, oh, like
Yeah. Yes.
So the whole prayer, you should not make noise.
yes.
Just like everything that you say has to be audible.
No, only ask questions in relation to this. There's a lot of things to discuss.
Okay, well, yeah.
If not, you get confused.
It's not waste time.
So because you get confused later, right? Do you understand?
So, if someone can say Allah Akbar and just do this without raising their hand.
Yes. And that is different parts. This is not the pillar. The pillar is Allahu Akbar. So Allahu Akbar must be done twice if you join another position, right? My voice is not clear. It's not clear. Is it clear?
Just because you keep using Skype.
John,
Skype is the whole thing.
It's clear. Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh Alari. It's clear.
Is it not clear?
It is clear. It is clear. Assalamu alaikum.
I think those people who say it's not clear, you need to examine your computer.
examine your ears.
Examine your ears. Yes.
I can hear you so well.
Okay, Jazakallah khair. Joseph, nice to see you. Alhamdulillah.
Nice to see you too. Nice to see you.
Okay, let's continue. The next one, number 3, is recitation of Al-Fatiha in Arabic. Not like the Americans, right? Some of them, one of them especially say, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, in the name of Allah, the most gracious.
Oh my gosh, I know the video.
You're right.
That was a woman, wasn't it? That was
Yeah, that's the woman leading the prayer, right?
And
So,
the mixing.
mixing.
Man, it was like man, woman.
Yes, right? So in Arabic is not obligated, the pillar of the prayer to recite Al-Fatiha. Now what happens if the Imam is reciting Al-Fatiha? Well, the two opinions, but I would be more safe to recite myself Al-Fatiha. So either recite when the Imam has finished Awlad Dawalin, Amin, or you recite with the Imam together, but not
Out loud.
no, not before the Imam.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So this is important, Al-Fatiha in Arabic. Yeah. The next one, to do ruku'. Right? The ruku', that means just the position of ruku'. Not about what you say, right? Remember, this is a pillar, right? The least, which means bending the body so the hands can touch the knees, but the most complete is when you do the ruku' 90 degrees. That means body, head and body in the same level, and the the legs. Okay. Number 5, rising from bowing. So if you bow, after bowing you go to sujud, they will invalidate the whole prayer. No need to do those prostration forgetfulness. So that means this is the pillar. If you miss it, you must do the whole thing again.
The whole rak'ah, right?
Yes.
Is it the whole prayer or just one rak'ah?
The whole rak'ah again. Okay, but usually you don't realize it, right? How can you go from ruku' to sujud, right? Usually you realize it only much later when people, oh, you didn't do from others, they commented, then you need the whole prayer again. Yes. Now the next one after is to rising from bowing, number 5. That means from here you must rise and go to the standing position. Number 6, to stand up straight. This is where a lot of people just say Rabbana wa lakal hamd without standing erect, and they go to the sujud, and that will invalidate your prayer, right? That's why some people they add it longer, right? I will add longer. Rabbana wa lakal hamdu hamdan kathiran tayyiban mubarakan fi. What was the hadith?
What about letting your bones settle?
No. When you say Rabbana wa lakal hamd, you not just say that. You just say Rabbana wa lakal hamdu, add that hamdan kathiran tayyibatan mubarakan fi. What is the hadith? Ayub?
You get 10 extra Qur'an lines.
He was quoted the hadith again.
Yeah.
If I have a teacher in Arab Saudi Arabia, stand in one corner. No, there was in a prayer, right? Prophet ﷺ heard somebody say that, and he told the person, what did he say? I saw 30 angels rushing to you to record down to see who is the one who said this. 30 angels, right? So I'm sure you heard this before, right?
Can you send that to me? So I can
Yes.
learn?
So Rabbana wa lakal hamd hamdan kathiran tayyiban mubarakan fi.
Okay.
Right? So don't worry, we're going to send it to you, inshallah. Right? That's why for me, when I say that, then I'm a human, right? If I say Rabbana wa lakal hamd, immediately, without realizing this, I might just standing straight, I might go to my prostration. But if I say longer, I'm forced to stand up straight and finish my recitation. Okay?
I was saying Rabbana Hamd is not a pillar.
It's enough.
It's not a pillar to say.
No, it's not a pillar.
So what?
So don't get confused. I'm just doing the. No, the pillar is part of the prayer, right? Number 7, yes.
You have to say Rabbana wa lakal hamd. You have to say that at least.
It is part of the things that is, I think, is obligatory.
Yeah, like
Not if you don't say that, it doesn't invalidate your prayer. You understand?
I'll just say it anyway.
No, if you forgot to say that, it doesn't invalidate your prayer.
We have to.
But you do to sujud of
No,
to sujud of forgetfulness. Yes,
Saying all of between movements is not
it's not a pillar. Okay. The next one, to do sujud, the most perfect manner is the 7 points touching the ground, your forehead and your nose, your 2 palms, your 2 knees, and your 2 heels, right? No heels, the toes, right? Touching the ground, the heels, right? This is the sujud, right? Number 8, to rise from prostration, right? It is the pillar. Number 9, to sit between 2 prostrations. What is the difficulty about this? Especially when we are doing our tahajjud, right? Long prostration, and you realize, oh, is it my first or second prostration? Do you agree?
Every time.
That's why for me, out of my own, I'm not teaching others. I have my own dua for every prayer, which raka'ah, which sujud. I know which dua I'm going to say. So when I remember, oh, okay, this is my, I won't miss, inshallah. Right? So you can do your own, but sometimes I vary the dua to another sujud and all this so that I won't commit these innovations. Yes. Okay?
If you're not sure, should you do like a third one?
I would. If I'm not sure, I would do the third so that I can do this sitting between two prostrations because it's part of the pillar. Okay? Number 10, being at ease in each of these physical pillars. Yeah? Remember, the second prostration is not inside here, the pillar. Only the first prostration. Right? This is a pillar. This I don't want to include anything else, right? So being at ease means your bone must be still at each position, inshallah, right? Number 11, the final tashahud. Not the first. So if you miss the first tashahud, it doesn't invalidate your prayer. Okay, the final tashahud, if you miss the final tashahud, it would invalidate your prayer. Number 12, sitting to recite the final tashahud and the two salams. All right, sitting to recite the final tashahud means until from at-tahiyatulillah until Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. That is the most important part. The rest is a sunnah. Okay, and then after that, number 13, the two salams. Right, it is part of the pillar of the prayer. We cannot just stand up and yes, you need to say the salam first. And number 14, doing the pillars in the order mentioned here. So if a person does, as I said just now, don't do ruku', so go to sujud because it's very new, then the prayer will be invalid. Understand? Questions?
If in the past someone never did tumanina in their prayer, but he didn't realize it, do you think it's okay or is it?
What did the Prophet did with the person?
No, but the prophet isn't here, like the person.
No, but the person didn't know anything, right?
Sorry?
The person didn't know anything, right?
Yeah.
So same thing, right? In the sense that if he did not repeat the prayer will be invalid. Right? Yes.
You see when you're frustrating
Yes.
and you're standing up, is there is it invalid if you do it a certain way, like you're supposed to?
Yeah, we're going to discuss it later, inshallah. So this is just a pillar. So what is the details?
It doesn't invalidate.
No, not invalid usually, inshallah. Questions? Okay, let's take a break, inshallah. Brothers, we take a break, inshallah, to the adhan. For the adhan is there, inshallah, we come again maybe about half an hour's time, inshallah. Yeah, jazakallah khair. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.